Jackie, can you go ahead and let us know what you were using before GEMS and all of that, all the challenges?
So just to clarify, I do have meetings with my clients because I love relationships, but I do not have meetings with my subcontractors. I have 7 subcontractors and I have them join me once a quarter in a Zoom meeting as a bonding type thing. One of them is actually agreed and did it just this last week. She created her own training on how to write grants and do the whole system. And for a whole new person who's never done grants, so she's beginning the process and is a brand new subcontractor of mine. So um, that is what I love GEMS, is because I don't have to see what my subcontractors are up to, ask them, text them or whatever, or call them or whatever. No, I can see right inside GEMS what they're up to, and are they communicating with the client inside of GEMS like they should be, and all of that good stuff. But before that, it was this CRM, that CRM, Excel, you name it, we were doing it all, and it was stressful.
And and I love that because you're kind of coming at it in a similar vein to Eric, right? As far as like you're managing like the subcontractors just as he is managing the contractors, right? So it's like looking at it from that lens of being able to pop in, see what's going on. You don't need to have a meeting with them at that point because you're just everything's tasked out, right? So you
Yeah.
can see like what's the deadline on that, where are they at, all of the things. So it makes it really, really simple.
Are they having a major problem with the budget because they put a question in the notes? Hey,
Yeah.
there's this major hole in the budget. Okay, I'll jump in and probably solve it in a second because
Yeah.
yeah.
And I actually do that with my design team. My design team, we do the same thing. We never meet. We don't have to because we're just going back and forth. Do you approve this? Do you approve that? Here's assigning this. You know what I mean? So it's a similar kind of, and I find it very efficient because especially everyone's on different time zones, like all of the things, like it's just, you know what I mean? Like you can just approve it. So I think that's really good. But yeah, so you were using just different kind of like even Jen looking at
Everything.
different tech stacks and figuring out how to all use the different ones together. But Jen's kind of made that solution as a one-stop for you. It sounds
Yep,
like. Yeah, awesome.
absolutely.
Love it. Love it. Okay. And Audrey, what about you? Back to the
Um,
nonprofit.
so spreadsheets, and as much as I love my pivot tables, that no, not very manual. And then also, like Jackie said, trying to do use a CRM, but it's a workaround. And the challenge with spreadsheets is just too manual. There are too many. Even I would have to have, I work for one organization, but I have the 5 cost centers. So I'm using GEMS work plans as those cost centers, those regions. It's just way too manual. So with the CRM, the challenge is that they're trying to be all things to all people. GEMS, it is not intuitive for grant work. It just wasn't, as much as they said like, oh yes, here's the steps. It was so convoluted because it's not intuitive like GEMS is. GEMS is created for grants management, the whole, from soup to nuts grants work. So, and also I think collaboration was a challenge, and the several other of my colleagues have talked about how GEMS prioritizes and is built around this collaborative model. And for me, of course, we're working for one organization, my team, but I now have collaborators in other departments. Our director of finance we are doing our own internal beta test of the new functionality with budgets. She's in there. She's gone to the master class. And the day I got a call from my executive VP of clinical services, who was my first supervisor at 4Kids, to say, hey, I'm looking for that proposal to Quantum Foundation. I'm in GEMS. I'm like, oh, I'm like, and
it'll happen, Jen. It'll happen. See?
Yeah, I mean, it's intuitive. And once my COO too loves to go in there and check out the insights, the reports, and loves to to look for information in gems. So it definitely solved a number of the challenges, and I could not be happier.